So hey guys, welcome back to the new video of my agency relaunching. And the thing is, even before launching, it's already launched. So as you have seen in the title, that yes, I have got my first client, and you might be thinking, how did it happen? Because I did not update you about it. So the thing is, it happened pretty unexpectedly, and yeah, it was pretty unexpected to me too. Like I couldn't even think about that I would get client so early, and I would be working on my agency so early. So of course my agency is launched officially now. Of course some steps are remaining into the launching, deciding the name and deciding the services or proper planning, proper offer creation. Everything is decided, but I had this certain idea in my mind, so it was easy for me to tell my expectations and communicate expectations of each other's to each other's. So that was very important before launching an agency. How did I even got this client, and where did I find him? So what happened was, I'm in a college. As I told you guys, I moved to a new city for my college, and yes, college has even already begun, and we have such events in our college. So we had this event in our college where startups were going to come and they were going to showcase their services, showcase their products to the students. And it was like an event where the public outside of the college was also going to come and visit the stalls of these startups and the stalls they have put in. So what I had in my mind, that okay, as you guys know, that I was already on this process of relaunching my agency, and was on the I was on the verge of, I was on the segment of market research. So I made that video in that phase only. So as you have, if you have not seen that video, you can go on my YouTube channel, watch the market research video. So in that phase, in that segment, there was a this instance happened, that this event happened, and I had this thing in my mind that I was going to go to each and every store, and I was going to just open my mouth there and talk about my agency. That will the owners, because the stalls were put by owners, some owners were there and some assistants were there. So I made the owners. I had this thing in mind. I'm going to go to owners and I'm going to just tell them about my service. I'm not going to pitch them. I'm not going to sell them, but I'm just going to tell them about my service and nothing else. Just communicate what I do, and will or is my thing, or is my service in demand. Of course I knew that my service is in demand because of many people doing it. Not many people, but it's a thing which not many people doing. But of course the people that are doing are absolutely, crushing it. So I went to each and every stall, I opened my mouth, I communicated, I talked about my agency, I talked about the business first of all, and then I said that this could help, that my service could help here. Or do you really think? I had no idea of pitching anyone or selling to anyone. No idea, absolutely no idea at all. So what happened was, I just went to a stall like this and I went there, talked about my agency, and there was the assistant of the owner there. So I talked about my service there, went and talked about it, and then what I did was, what he did was just took my number and he was like, okay, uh, are you free to talk to owner in coming days? I was like, yes, I'll talk, I'll surely do. So what happened was, he called me after 2 days after that event. I came home, I had absolutely no hope that I would going to that this thing is going somewhere. No hope at all. I absolutely forgot about it. 2 days later on, got a call from an unknown number, and he said like, man, we met here and here. I was like, yes, we met. And then he was like, would you come to this office in a certain place? I was like, yes, let's do it. We set a meeting, I went there. I sensed that okay, this might lead to somewhere, this might lead to somewhere. My agency was already not so launched at that point. And to be honest guys, my agency was launched, it was just me being a perfectionist. Like I studied about my agency. If you are with my, if you're following my channel and you are watching me continuously, you'll notice that I am in this space from a lot of time and a long time, and I'm studying these things, studying the launching of content, and sort of twisting it in a way that it is going to help my viewers or going to grow my channel, create a personal brand. I'm studying this from a lot of time, but I'm not at all launching, and I'm not at all, executing the things. So I guess I'll just be grateful for the God that He gave me this opportunity and pushed me into this situation where, of course, there was my own actions too that mattered here. I network. I had this thing of networking. I literally took the LinkedIn and took the phone numbers of many of the owners just so that I could network with them. So, you know, it was my efforts too. But yes, God created that opportunity, I'll say, and He just pushed me to this, to the situation where I was just meant to be started. I was like, God was like, just go and start. Just go and start. You'll manage it. You'll manage it. You think you're not ready, but you are absolutely ready. Just go and manage these things. I went to the owner, had a meeting with him, for meeting time for like half hour. I talked about my service, everything, because of course I was studying and I had this thing going on in my mind from a lot of time. So I was very quick to answer. I was very subtle with my answers, and yes, I communicated very good, and it was like, yes, let's work together. I was like, okay, let's do it. So actually, I liked his business, and I was like, yes, man, I can even, I have interest in this business. I can work for him. I can start my journey of, you know, journey to the great with him. So what I did was, we talked about it, and I was like, let's do an onboarding call after 2 or 3 days, and then we had a meeting, a physical meeting again. These physical meetings, of course, I have to convert these physical meetings into online meetings. I'm not comfortable with physical meetings at all, and it's not about just comfortability of me. It's not the thing like I'm not comfortable talking about in front, but I'm very comfortable talking in person. But the thing is, it is compromising one of my fundamental things which I need in my life. That is, location freedom. And once I make people habitual to having physical meetings with me, they would always expect me to come and show up physically. But that's not at all I want. So I'm going to signing. I'm not going to. I have already communicated this thing. These things are better to be communicated early, and you have to be very habitual to not setting for less. So let's suppose this is my first client. I was like, okay, man. Someone would think that I would do anything for him. I would do whatever he asked me to do. But yes, we have clear deliverables. We have clear boundaries, and we have clear expectations from each other. Do not overwork. Do not let anyone cross your boundaries. Do not create an authority that will always be there in the starting. You should be creating authority from the very start. The authority in your field, of course, that no one should interfere with your work. You're doing right, whatever you're doing. Of course, you must be taking advices. You should be open to advices, but no one should be interfering with your work. That's all matters to you. So these things are better to be communicated early, and which I did almost communicate. Yes, I'm going to talk about it in the coming part of the video. So what I did was, after 3 days, went there, had a meeting. We came to a conclusion. I told them about the specific package I'm going to provide. In the first meeting, I talked about that. Yes, let's do 10 reels with all of the content system which I'm going to create. Of course, I'm going to talk about this in the coming videos, what thing I promised and what thing I'm working on right now. But I offered him the specific package of the deliverables I'm going to provide to him, with a certain price and a certain costing. So after 3 days, I had another meeting in which we negotiated the price. I reduced my price a bit. Of course, I should be doing it because in starting I need to build my portfolio, which he is providing me with. I need to start up. That's why he's that's what he's doing to me. And I am not so experienced, to be honest. And yes, I am going to provide good service to him, but experience do matters, and which he knows, and I know too. So that's why I settled for a bit less, and which is necessary to be, to be honest, in the starting. So I did it, and after 3 days, I did it. I sent him the invoice the same day, which got paid after 2 days. So what I did was, I did not take all of the amount, but what I did was did 70 and 30%. So 70% I'm prepaid and 30% I'm going to get paid after the work. So that's what is going to happen with me. I'm going to start work from 1st of January. This is 30th of December, and it's really mind blowing for me that my year is ending with such a happy note. That yes, I have got a client, I have got a paying client, and I'm going to start my work. I'm looking for things in the far future. Like, I'm able to see the things which are so far in the future, that yes, I'm like, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to hire people, I'm going to then convert into an agency, then I'm going to get more clients, and I'm going to provide good service to them, and then of course scale up. Then my reputation is going to be built. Of course, my personal brand, I have to start creating my own personal brand, which I'm going to do. All of this I'm able to see in the near future, which I wasn't able to see because I wasn't started. I was running behind perfectionism, that yes, I'm going to completely start up my agents, I'm going to completely settle up, and then create the base of my agency from the very foundation. This is the mistake which you have to learn from me. This is how this content is going to help you guys, because that's all matters. You are learning from my mistakes, and I'm communicating my mistakes very openly. So all I'm asking is to subscribe to the channel. You should be subscribing to the channel, or else it's your loss. That's all I'm going to say. Yes, nothing else. So this is what the things have happened till now. I'm regularly communicating with the client. I'm being very formal with them. That's very necessary. You should be formal from very start. You should have that mindset, because now if you're going to be very formal, now you're going to be very clear with your invoice and agreements and everything. That's when you're building the foundation for yourself, that you're building a foundation for your reputation. That's it. What I'm going to do, I'm not going to sign an agreement in the first month, because we have come to a conclusion that if they like my service, that's only when they're going to sign the retainer from me. For next 3 to 4 months, I'm going to have a retainer. Then I'm going to work continuously for them. What I did after signing the invoice was, I started the work. I had an onboarding call with them, an online meeting. Yes, I'm setting my boundaries from right away. So I have an onboarding meeting, and I set an onboarding meeting with them, in which I talked about, I wanted to extract the voice. First of all, what I did after signing the invoice was, I created a structure which I have to work upon. So first thing, I have to extract their voice. That's the first thing I have to do. I had a call with them. I asked them few questions. I guess I asked them 5 to 6 questions, which were very detailed, and I asked them to talk with me as much as with as much as detail as possible. So I completely extracted their voice, the way they speak, the way they handle situations. If a client is asking them a certain question, how are they going to reply to them, or how are they going to how is he going to follow up with them, everything. So I extracted the voice completely, and now I have to get that voice, put it into script writing. I have to integrate my voice, which I have extracted for their voice. I have to put that into the script writing, and now I'm going to write scripts for them. I'm going to start work from 1st of January. I have already started the work, and yes, it's the plan to shoot the first reel on 1st of January. It's going to be exciting. So what I did today was ask them again, what are the things, uh, like, I designed the content in a way that it has 3 types of content. First is knowledge content, which will build authority in the field. Second is personal content, in which the founder is going to get connected with the people through their content, so that the founder has good reputation. And the third type of content is agency backend, in which the agency's backend is going to show that how the particular service that startup is providing is going to help you. That is a type of selling content. So yes, the priority is, first of all, the highest amount of the content will be posted according to the knowledge content. Then it's going to be the personal level content, and then the agency backend. So that is the structure. 5 reels of what we call it, educational, three reels of personal, and 2 reels of agency backend. That's the plan for now. And yes, I asked him that what is the type of knowledge we can share with the users, or we can share with the audience, so that they will follow along, they will share the content. And I asked him these questions, sent him the text, and now he's going to reply to it. I'm going to create scripts according to it. And you know what, it's really interesting to work, start working, starting out, and just doing the things which matters, instead of just running behind perfectionism, running behind the thing called, let's just first of all be polished. You don't have to be polished. You'll be, for getting polished, you have to work on it. You have to, work under high conditions. That's when you're going to be polished, because you have to put efforts to get polished, and the efforts are not going to get put by any other person but by yourself. And you have to put yourself into the situation which is going to create so much force on you that it is going to get you polished. That is very important. That is very important to learn. So that's it for today, guys. The video is already too long. In the future, the next video is going to be the future of my agency, where it's going, what are the plans I'm having. Another video is coming about networking. This is 30th of December. This is the segment which is most important. This is 30th of December. Tomorrow is 31st. Tomorrow I'm going to be a bit busy because of this client work, and of course 31st. Yes, it's going to be the last video of this year, and this has to be the most positive video yet. And hope this motivates you to get started for the next year. Start your own operations of the agency, or whatever business you want to run. Just to get started, guys. It's very interesting, it's very happy, it's very fulfilling, it's very satisfying, trust me. I had this goal of, I'll show you guys. So I had this goal of completing 32 videos this month, but of course I couldn't, because of this all client work I had in between. It was so unpredictable that, guys, of course 8 videos are not done. I have to take this more. I have posted 10 videos till yet. This is going to be the 11th. I am way due of my goal of 52 videos this year. I only could complete more than half, I guess 30 videos. So 22 videos are still to be uploaded. But yeah, I should be regretting that I did not do it. I should be trying next year, do complete the goals which I have already set in front of you guys. But the thing is, what matters the most is look at the positive side too. I've signed a client, and I have a working client now. I'm going to scale up. I'm going to get more clients. I'm going to get more people working under me, and it's very, very interesting. Ignore the negatives, learn from it, and then ignore it. Just completely forget about it, and the next time don't do the same mistakes. And always focus on the positive things. Be optimistic, be futuristic. It's very important. That's it for today, guys. I'll meet you in the next video in the next year of 2026. This is 30th of December 2025. I'll meet you soon. Keep hustling, keep getting motivated, and keep putting actions. Just put actions.